Welcome to the second part of our session, and this is my very sincere pleasure to ask Dr. Eric Mitidis from the Ministry of Health to present his speech.
Good morning, colleagues. I would like to say, according to our program, my presentation title is according to program, my presentation title is Oncology Care Advancement Program for 2017-2020. Now we prepared a plan for oncology advanced in Latvia, and this plan is prepared, and now there is formal procedure for approval in our government. In my presentation, I would like to say a little bit about activities in previous years and about plan itself, and also about some changes and what we are doing now in previous some days. In Latvia, we have public health guidelines for 2014 and 2020. And the top goal of the public health policy is to increase the number of years of the Latvian population lived in good health condition and prevent early death by maintaining, improving, and recovering health. And one from that sub-goals is to reduce early mortality from non-infection diseases by reducing the negative impact of risk factors on health. In 2008, together professionals, bureaucrats, and non-governmental organizations start to work and prepared some oncological disease control program for next period. And finally, we approved oncological disease control program for year 2009-2015. In that program, aim was to reduce the risk of developing oncological diseases, extend the length of life, and improve the life quality of oncology patients. In that program, we concentrate on 5 topics: primary prevention, screening, treatment, palliative care, and methodological management of the area. After this period, we evaluate what things have done and what kind of changes in that period we see. We see the cancer incidence has had a tendency to increase since year 2000. We have positive tendency. The proportion of the patients whose cancer is in late stages at the time of setting the diagnosis gradually decreases. The proportion of those patients whose cancer is in stage 3 or 4 at the time of setting the diagnosis remains comparatively high, decrease, but in the same time the high number of that patients we had. Since 2009, we organized cancer screening for breast, cervical, and colorectal cancer. And performance indicators in relation to responsiveness of the target audiences for cancer screening examinations gradually increase. However, it is not adequate to guidelines. the most informative things for our population was implementing state-organized cancer screening programs. For cervical cancer and breast cancer, we organized in invitation or state-organized invitation letters, but colorectal cancer screening was under responsibility of family doctors. From year to year, our responsiveness data growing, but we are not happy with that data. It's still low response rate for that screening, especially for colorectal cancer screening. After that, we find ways how to improve the state-organized cancer screening. Was a lot of campaigns to increase public awareness. We had some working groups and evaluate each cancer screening about technologies and organization things. Also, requirements for service quality, elaborate the criteria for selection of screening service provider in order to improve the service quality, and develop priority way for patients for post-screening examinations if it is necessary. We have some public campaigns, for example, one of that is state pays, please check your health, and especially to this oriented to breast cancer and cervical cancer and colorectal cancer, increasing activity for population. And also one activity was from another way, say from the point of view of child. My happiness depends on your health. Also, kind of pushing people to be active in screening programs. About oncology care improvement plan for next period. This plan aim is to improve early diagnosis and timely treatment, the most common observed oncological diseases. Improve screening uptake rate, improve availability of palliative care. And we concentrate on 4 actions: decreasing of risk factors, coordination and monitoring of screening, early diagnostic, treatment, and observation and post-intensive care, and also medical rehabilitation and palliative care. About risk factors, there is planned activities for information for population and for patient and for all population. Also stress to sunbeds and smoking and other risk factors. Also additionally is some activities how to decrease the stigma of oncological diseases. About diagnostic and treatment, we stress to preventive examination, accessibility to diagnostic services and consultations to professional specialists, also introduction algorithms for primary diagnostic and secondary diagnostic. Of course, include technology and professional workforce implementation and increase of activities, and also one important thing is treatment quality. About rehabilitation, question is about accessibility, and also professional knowledge about rehabilitation of specific groups of patients, improvement of palliative care, and also improvement knowledge about palliative care for professionals who are not oncologists and not involved in some palliative care, also family doctors. About screening, we plan training for health professionals, improving public awareness, improving organization of screening, establish competent body for coordination, management, and monitoring of screening, elaboration of screening quality control and monitoring system, improving colorectal screening organization, include current tests, analyze changes current test with another test, immunochemical tests, and improving quality of specific examination and concentrate on colposcopy and mammography. It is about plans in future, but we are not happy with our situation today. In reality, we have long waiting lists. It is problems with accessibility to professionals, to specific diagnostic tests. And our waiting lists and queues are theoretically organized correctly. It means phased in, phased out. But this organization doesn't works good for all situations. And if in one same waiting list are patients with quite new, just now diagnosed some parameters and suspicious about oncological disease, and the need for treatment as soon as possible, and also in same queue are patients for checkup after intensive treatment, if they got consultation one period later, for example, months later or early, probably it doesn't change some situation and doesn't make some problem for chronic patient. But for new and acute patient, it is important. And therefore we start and make prioritization of that patients. And from the 1st October last year, we put some requirement in contracts with our providers about primary diagnostic of oncological disease. We concentrate on family doctors' activities, and we with target how more quick, organized, more quick way from the first symptoms to first consultation to professional in oncology, or it is urologist or gynecologist or other specialist. And from the 1st of January, we introduce specialized second step of oncological disease diagnostic from the first visit to oncology specialist to the start of treatment. Primary diagnostic oncological disease algorithm is from the family doctor. After first symptoms, family doctor must send to laboratory diagnostic tests or visual diagnostic tests. It depends on localization. Afterwards, analyze results and immediately send to specialized oncological institution for first visits to oncology professional. Yes, one slide and I finish. Thank you. And also we put for that patient is priority list. Also payment for institution is additional, and also is time limit in 10 days for tests, and also after first visit organize consultation with patient. And from the 1st January, we introduced second algorithm from the first visit to oncologist for specific morphological tests and also other tests, and start treatment. Of course, we have plans for next 4 years. We have some activities what we start to do, but we have a lot of things to do later. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the nice presentation. And if you would like to make some comments. Yes. Are there any questions or any comments? Because we have still 5 minutes. Yeah, okay.
Mine is quick. Could I ask you possibly to go back to the slide where you did the campaign to promote screening? Because that one.
This one?
That one. Is there, the last, I can't see the pictures very well, but what is in the third and fourth picture?
Really, there are some materials, printed materials for patients and in a medical institution, just to remind, please remind, screening it doesn't cost for you, because there is kind of opinion, everything in healthcare cost, it is just stressed to that activity. Screening tests are free of charge for patients.
Okay, I'm sorry, I thought I saw a colonoscopy.
I'm not concentrate on this public campaign, but the idea is we have to inform our population, not only one big campaign, because it's not so result. We have permanently send information and remind, please do screening, because our response rate is very, very low.
I see that you are looking forward to go to the horse's post or something like this one. You is working with some letters, but never with modern information systems, with some what you will see with young electronical systems. You is looking forward to send such letters all the time, and how results that we have.
Yes, you are absolutely right. When we start screening, it was new thing for us, for new population, and of course, 7 years ago, it's one possibility and one opinion about technologies. Now it's another period, and of course, paper time is over, and now we're thinking for new public campaigns, and now an institution which is responsible for that, they are doing and will be project how to inform in new and nowadays way, because it's just probably joke. If you want to buy a new mobile phone, I don't think you will analyze 10 years old model and think what you know now. Probably you would like to know about nowadays technologies. And also we have to do it. Yes, I agree with you absolutely.
I think that this web-based information is very efficient, and also not only on cancer screening, but other parts of the cancer control plan, and also, for instance, cancer registry and cause of death registry data, information about cancer burden, that also this web-based
yes,
and internet information is very important. But first, it seems very good to me that this development of the National Cancer Control Plan is now ongoing and covering many of the fields that we have been recommending also at the EU. How do you see then the financial frameworks? I mean that there used to, I think when I first time visited Latvia in 2008 or 9 or so, it was really, really difficult economical crisis. But now it seems much better. And so what is the financial framework, let us say, up to 2020? How do you see the developments, and does the country have really resources available?
Yes, it is. Money is important everywhere. And our we are not happy with results for our previous plan. Why? It was period when we had this financial crisis, and really it was possible to do only that activities without money, because no additional finance, and for some points which was included in previous plan. For this plan, I'm not ready to say exact numbers of finance resources, but in this plan is included also calculation of required finance resources for each activities which included in that plan. And we hope our government approve it, and also we have a requirement for next year budget for money to do activities what is included in that plan. And we are in hope for that. Because without additional finance resource, it's very, we could do only a small part of that plan.
Thank you. Are there any other comments? Or I would like to answer to your question. We are using more and more pictograms in order for public awareness, and this is also a very important thing, because we have to take into account that the population that use screening, they are more after the age of 50, and they are not so used to pictograms. It's younger generation more, but anyway, we are trying to start with that.
If you're going to make an impact, it's not about money, it's about living and life. So, with great respect, that was a very busy infographic. It was a lot of things, and it's about money. What you need to do, if I may say, after 20 years of doing this and trying to know how to get to populations, you need to be much more in your face, and it needs to be something that is clear, that is simple. Like somebody sitting on the toilet is impactful. Somebody being told it doesn't cost anything.
Yes.
So I think you need more impact, much more wow. You know,
Yes.
all I have to do is this and I can, you know, be free maybe.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sure we can talk about this later. I don't want to stop you anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
thank
And
you.
I would like to say about yes, I absolutely agree. We just talked about technologies. It's from one generation, but please take into account this audience who is under this screening, and we have to speak in language which understand our clients and different age population and young population and also elderly population. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And now I would like to give the floor to our next speaker, Elona Juozaitytė from Lithuania. You're welcome.
Yeah, you could find somewhere here your name. You know, yeah?
I know.
Distinguished Chair, colleagues, I would like to present oncology plan including cancer screening utilization of health resources in Lithuania on behalf of Lithuanian Ministry of Health and National Cancer Institute. I am working in Lithuanian University of Health Sciences in Kaunas. First of all, a little bit about Lithuania. Here you can see population of Lithuania, and we have more than 17,000 new cancer cases diagnosed in recent years. Cancer incidence is increasing, and cancer is the second frequent cause of death in Lithuanian population. Little bit about oncology plan. Oncology Plan, National Cancer Control Program for 2014-2025 was approved by order of the Minister of Health of Republic of Lithuania in July 2014, and action plans was approved by Ministry of Health for each 3 years. Cancer control program consists of different parts, beginning from the epidemiological situation in Lithuania, evaluation of main risk factors, early diagnosis and health promotion and prevention, and evaluation of system of health care services, as well as health care services accessibility and inequalities, and monitoring, as well as research and education. National Cancer Control Program, the aim is reduction in both the incidence of the disease and the associated morbidity and mortality, but in this case, National Cancer Control Program sets up operational goal to be achieved by 2025 to reduce the mortality rate from cancer. And we have 8 objectives. First of all, to improve cancer care coordination and monitoring board in order to monitor and evaluate cancer control measures and to implement action plans was established already, and we have some indicators by structure, by process, by outcome for annual cancer control evaluation. Second aim, to develop an informed and healthy society. And here it's necessary to have a national policy and strengthening of tobacco and alcohol control. It means primary prevention measures. Of course, strengthening community actions at municipality level and development of personal skills. Next objective, to improve cancer screening programs implementation. And it is necessary to have organized population-based screening programs, quality of screening test procedure according to European guidelines, and training of health professionals, investment to facilities and health development. Next objective is to ensure timely, comprehensive quality of cancer diagnosis and treatment, and to reduce health services inequalities. And here is evaluation of hospitals offering cancer care according to their facilities. It means surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, pathology facilities, infrastructure, creation of the multidisciplinary teams, development of clinical practice guidelines, training of health professionals. To improve quality of life for cancer patients, and here is important promotion of effective communication between patients and healthcare professionals, as well as development of clinical rehabilitation services, including psycho-oncological support, palliative care, pain clinics, training of health professionals, practice guidelines, and involvement of patient organization. Improve quality of education, training, and research. It means strategic planning of number and distribution of specialist training and education, and promotion of research activities. Objective to develop cooperation with non-governmental organizations is also very important, and we need to involve non-governmental organizations to participate in a working group on topical issues in Ministry of Health, to create conditions for non-governmental organizations to carry out psychosocial support for patients with cancer, to support non-governmental organizations in the implementing of the projects, and encourage volunteering. And the last objective, to ensure comprehensive and wide quality cancer data registration and publicly available information. And here is development and adaptation of information system of National Health Insurance Fund, and hospital-based registries, health system, and cancer registry. Funding is provided, health care services and screening programs are reimbursed from National Health Insurance Fund, and measures to reduce health care inequalities will be financed by European Union Structural Fund resources. Evaluation is basic health indicator of Lithuanian residents and indicators of implementation of cancer control measures. What about screening? Population-based programs administered at a national level and financed by National Health Insurance Fund. Here you can see we have three main cancer screening programs: cervical cancer, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, and here you can see target population, frequency of screening, also screening test and target group. This, for example, cervical cancer preventive measure program was started in 2004 by order of Minister of Health, breast cancer screening in 2005, and colorectal cancer screening program in 2009. Here is organizational scheme of cervical cancer screening in Lithuania, and here you can see that we have information services about cervical cancer screening, approved form for invitation. General practitioners are involved in this process, target population, and later all investigation procedures till evaluation of the result and treatment of the patient. Organization of breast cancer mammography screening in Lithuania also provided by the practically similar scheme. It means information, invitation forms, target population, and service of mammography procedure, evaluation of the mammography images, and also suspicion of pathological mammography result and referral to doctor. And colorectal cancer as well, we have approved form for invitation, and test is occult blood test. And here you can see all in procedure of colonoscopy, and maybe it will be later in details discussion about all this colonoscopy, about colorectal cancer screening. And we have other preventive program financed by the budget, from the budget of health insurance. It means prostate cancer early diagnostic program. It is from since 2006, and now since 2017, it is a reduction in, it means age from 50 till 69 once every year, except a very favorable group with a low PSA level. Funding is increasing, and we have from 2008 increasing in euros. You can see here amount of money for screening programs. However, we have not a good coverage of the programs. Participation rate, here you can see for cervical cancer screening for period, and breast cancer screening, and colorectal cancer and prostate. So, but other positive aspects of situation, it is a number of professionals understanding the importance and principles of cancer screening, new initiatives, I mean new cancer control program 2014-2025, and regional efforts to implement pilot projects. And I would like to present one like example, implementation of pilot project of population-based cervical cancer screening in our hospital of Lithuanian University of Health Sciences, Kauno Klinikas, and it was performed by Preventive Programs Coordination Department. Here you can see that following the European Union guidelines, according to after evaluation of clearly defined tasks and responsibilities, with a constant cooperation with experts in different fields and patients' needs and expectations monitoring, here you can see the same target population, same target population and inclusion criteria also from 25 till 60 years, insured, no contraindications, smear taken more than 3 years or never, invitations sent more than 1 year or never, and personal invitation and automatic appointment assignment. What is very important, automatic appointment assignment. And here we have participants, and for example, if it is not participants without declaration or declare no future participation, also we can monitor and evaluate. For participants, if it is a pap smear test normal, they contacted by email. If no smear registered before, invitation after 3 years. With a minor abnormalities, contacted by email, repeat by smear in 6 months. And if it is abnormal, they contacted by phone and specialist appointment scheduled. And here repeat smear test and liquid-based cytology, HPV test, immunohistochemistry, colposcopy, biopsy, till diagnosis confirmation, and later treatment and follow-up. If it is false positive result, invitation after 3 years. And also electronic data management system as a key element. And here you can see our invitation form. Personalized invitation letter. It is very important that patient receive his personal invitation, and also personalized invitation letter with scheduled appointment are really more effective than invitations with open appointment. Here you can see time and invitation, and also invitation form from family doctor, also increase compliance to screening. Results of this pilot project. Here you can see 2 groups, opportunistic invitation group and group for in red color for systemic invitations. And beginning of the intervention and implementation in general practice. And in this group 2, population coverage is 97%. Here also, pap smear test. You can see that in group 2, population coverage after 1 year, 30% till 60% after year 2. Also, this project was implemented in other primary care centers, and program performance before and after systematic approach. Pap smear performed and personal invitations in red, and you can see before the beginning of the program and later when the program was implemented. Cancer registry. Registration of malignant tumors in our country started from 1957. The population-based cancer registry was set up in 1990s. Since 1993, Lithuanian Cancer Registry became a member of International Association of Cancer Registries, and the registry operates as a department of Scientific Research Center of the National Cancer Institute, and database have information about cancers diagnosed from 1978. Information about mortality is available since 1990s, and more than 500,000 cancer cases is stored in Cancer Registry database. And now Cancer Registry gets about 40% of all notifications in electronic records form. All regulations covering the registry activities were approved in 2016 by Government of Lithuania, and since 1st of January this year, Cancer Registry has the legal basis for all information from all hospitals in Lithuania, for information from pathological centers, for periodical linkages with causes of death registry, and with the Central Population Registry for information about vital status and date of immigration. And here you can see Cancer Registry data sources. What about health resources? A health program for 2009-2015 is finished, and 3 large public investment projects are finished. The central part of the system, electronic prescription, medical image exchange, and 16 national and 13 regional electronic health projects have been already implemented. What about central part of the system? This system is capable to storing patient information from various health care institutions in one electronic health history, one resident, one health history. And it is possible to reuse records, and it is developing gradually. Finishing the e-health system development program for 2015-2025 was approved, and of course it will be the way forward: strategic planning and setting priorities for cancer control, establishing priority needs for making better diagnosis and management of cancer patients, improving the quality and efficiency of cancer patients' care, development of under and postgraduate education in cancer control, increasing research activities, and maximizing of cost-effective use of existing resources. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions from auditorium? Yes.
Thank you very much for this excellent presentation. I was very impressed by what the pilot achieved with respect to cervical cancer screening. And I was wondering, are there any plans to expand the pilot to the whole country or to the other diseases for the screening?
Thank you very much for this question. I think this pilot project is a very good example to expand to all country, like example. This is really very important to have experience before and later. And it was idea to expand this pilot project to cover all population of Lithuania. And also, this project is for other cancers as well evaluated, for mammography, for breast cancer and for colorectal cancer. I just gave some examples of this work, what was done in our preventive medicine department.
So I would like to ask about this cervical cancer screening pilot, so that knowing that the country had also invested already in earlier years a lot to quality cytology laboratories, for instance, so that have you already been able to evaluate the pilot by linkage studies, by linking the screening data with the later cancer data to see what really has document what has happened to cancer burden in the population? I think that is very important information of decision makers.
Absolutely.
And women as well.
Yes, for this screening population, where we evaluated everything from the beginning till the end, what happened with this screened population and with these patients. So. And I think it will be a publication from our preventive medicine department as a good example of screening.
I have a personal question. Here, among all these 8 aims in the program was somewhere concerning quality of life, etc., to promote effective communication between doctors and patients. What are your plans for that? How exactly you are trying to do that?
We have a very active patients organization, and now they are involved in all procedures in Ministry of Health and in all also communication with the media, with the Ministry of Health, and I think maybe it will be later evaluated in details, but now I imagine like this.
So, yes, please, Dr. Engele.
I would like to ask if your oncology plan is HPV vaccination is included as an instrument for cervical cancer prevention in your oncology plan, and if yes, what could you tell about the results?
Sorry, about the results?
About HPV vaccination.
HPV vaccine, yes, it's included in National Cancer Control Plan. It's including vaccination program for girls, HPV vaccination. No, it's just beginning, just beginning. I have not the results yet.
Well, if there are no additional questions, I suppose you all feel quite hungry, and I would like Professor Marcis Leja to announce where we should go and for how much time we will have.
Yeah, actually the lunch is served downstairs, and the ladies at the door will guide you to the lunch place, so everybody is invited, and please follow these nice ladies to the place lunch is served. And I would suggest that we come back as it was planned before at 1 o'clock. 45 minutes should be enough for the lunch.